Are there black people?
How are you treated? Do you like it?
Hi guys, so today I'm going to come answer a question that I get all of the time about what's it like being black in Kuwait. Now, before I moved here, I didn't understand, that this question probably should answer itself. But in moving to this part of the world that is so close to Africa and that's so close to, the motherland, I realized, oh, it makes sense that there are black people from the UAE, from Iraq, from Iran, from Kuwait that are indigenous to their country. So they're natives of their country because obviously in this part of the world, there are lots of brown people. So I think the conversation should be more about how has my experience been as an African American, because I cannot speak for what it's like to be a black Kuwaiti. Yes, there are black Kuwaitis. Not only are there black Kuwaitis, they're black Kuwaitis in leadership. Here we have the Emir, and I've heard that there are members of that family. They're like the royal family of Kuwait. I hear they're members of that family that have leadership roles. Black Kuwaitis seem to thrive here. From my lens, I can't speak for them, like I said. They seem to thrive just like any other Kuwaiti that I've met. Keep in mind that I am an expat, and I can only speak from my expat experience from living abroad as a black woman. So, what's it like to be a black woman here? Great. I personally think that when people think of living in the Middle East, they tend to want to talk about, the slave trade and things of that nature. But what people don't understand is slavery is a part of history in general from almost every country in the whole world. I mean, every country in the whole world could probably be connected to slavery in some form. And while I have heard stories about the people who come to work here from different countries around the world, whether it be African domestic helpers, I've heard stories about that. I've seen stories about that, but I don't think like that is something that you could stereotype or generalize. I think there are certain groups of people from countries all over the world, including black people who have participated in the slave trade as well, who may be evil. I think more of the issue with any country, I've realized as someone who is becoming more knowledgeable, I'm learning more, I'm expanding more. I really think the issue is more nationalism. I think as an American, we are treated well in a lot of places. And I would say here in Kuwait, Americans are treated quite well. I never really have a problem with treatment. That could be because they know I'm American once I open my mouth. I don't know how other groups of people are treated who are brown like me. You have Indians who are darker than me. You have people from other Asian countries who have very dark skin, and you also have Africans here. I can't speak for their experience. I can only speak for mine. And I get around in Kuwait. We go out and we still have a ton of things that we have not done here, but I go out to the local restaurants. I go to traditional functions, cultural functions. I have never felt like someone was treating me different because of my race. That's not to say it wouldn't happen, it never will happen, or that there aren't some biases that some people have in any country in the whole wide world. But my experience here has been very, very great. There are lots of brown people here. There are lots of black people here. So I enjoy being here. I think I've said this in another video, but I shop from the lowest end stores to the highest end stores here. I'm always treated really, really well. The customer service here is A-class all of the way. Some of the best treatment that I've ever received in my life, from the nail shops to the restaurants, to the retail stores. And those people usually are not Kuwaiti, I will note. There are a lot of Asians in those roles. as servers, as retail people, and all that stuff, because they're coming from countries where maybe they don't have the opportunity, and they see the opportunity here in Kuwait, which is the same reason I'm in Kuwait. I see the opportunity, but not only do I see the opportunity that I have to be in this position in my life and be able to travel the world, and I've just begun that. God willing, if he allows me to live in the new year, I plan to go to so many more countries. I see it as a good thing to be able to go somewhere and work and make money and expand your knowledge. And so I appreciate this opportunity. I appreciate that I can live in a country like Kuwait, and my husband works here. I don't work here. I'm really like more of a free nomad type of girl, but the treatment here has been good. I think, once again, nationalism is more of an issue. If anyone were to say, what is the issue there? Is it racism? No, I would say it's nationalism. I think that there is passport privilege. That has nothing to do with Kuwait, let me add. And I think that just in the world, there are countries that are not looked at as favorable. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But I also think it's how you carry yourself and how you look at yourself. And this is why our appearance is so important. And I'm taking more time with my everything, my career, my body, my self-esteem, my outlook on life, my, just everything about me and how I represent myself, because I think that is more important than worrying about if you're black or not, or worrying about if you're a woman or not. And obviously, if you are an American, these are things you should not be worrying about at all, because if you walked a mile in any woman's shoes in some countries that are a bit more oppressive, or that do have a true patriarchy, I think you would see that Americans have it so good. And God bless America, and God bless the fact that I'm an American. I wouldn't want to be any other nationality in the world, and I'm proud to represent America anywhere that I am in a respectful way. I'm in this country, so I respect the laws, I respect their culture, I respect their religion, I respect the way they do things here, and you have to be like that when you move abroad. So, to make a long story short, what's it like being a black woman in Kuwait? It's amazing. It's how you carry yourself. It's how you conduct yourself. And if people don't like you, and if people don't like you for the color of your skin, well, that's their ignorance, and that has nothing to do with you. I plan to thrive here. I don't know how long I'll be here, but I plan to continue to thrive and continue to meet amazing people. Now, as I end this video, I want to say that if you are a black woman, don't worry. There are people here who can do your braids and even your weaves. I've seen women here wear weaves and braids. I don't wear weave like sew and weave, but I do know that there are women here who do that. I go to an amazing braid shop. They do braids better than any American African shop that I've been to. I prefer getting my braids done here in Kuwait. It doesn't hurt. They're kind. They're not nasty. They're not rude. It's been a great experience for me. Now, as far as perms, relaxers, I don't think that there are resources here for that. If you're looking for that as a black woman, I think you might have to do that yourself. But I don't have a connection to anyone who does perms or relaxer. So what I will say is I am going to share more of Kuwait. It's been such a personal, private thing for me. It's been a thing where I've learned so much and I've evolved so much, and I just needed time to kind of get used to it all. But I will be answering your questions about Kuwait. I get your emails, I get your DMs. Thank you so much for writing me and for even caring about my opinion. So I think that's it, you guys. That's my experience from being black in Kuwait. And as a matter of fact, when I'm out with my husband, just to add this, sometimes they think we're Kuwaiti. They talk to us in Arabic, and I'm like, sorry, I don't know Arabic, So that just goes to show you that being black, not a huge thing, because there are black Kuwaitis. Obviously, Kuwait's not our home. We can't stay here forever. I don't even know if I would want to stay here forever, but I'm appreciative to be here for now. All right, guys, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. If you are trying to level up, work on your self-improvement with fashion and style, join the Patreon community. All right, guys, bye.